And I told her, you know, anak, when I started the audit of Autonomous Region for Muslim Mindanao, I was pregnant with her. And I got the conviction of the regional governor as affirmed by the Supreme Court when she was already 16 years old. This is exactly the case that we have right now. But the reason is, but the question rather is, should we indeed lose hope, di ho ba? Noon ho sa isang meeting namin sa Association of Major Superior Religious Organization, tinanong po ako, how is governance right now? Is there something happening in anti-corruption? Sabi ko, alam niyo po, kahit na pa alam ko na lahat dito nagdududa, lahat dito nagtatanong, wala naman nangyayari, di ba? I said, I would like to be selfish this time. I would like to believe meron. At sana po meron. You know why? Because it is difficult to stay inside. It is difficult to stay inside. It is difficult to stay inside and be hopeless. You know, before I go back to government, I was already working with Asian Development Bank. Hindi ko po pinagkakaila. It is my dream nung ako po'y bata pa. Pero hindi ko po akalain na when I was already there, nagsawa na rin po ako sa buhay ko at sinabi ko, I should go back to government. And exactly, binigay po ng Diyos sa akin kung ano yung gusto ko. So in 2010 nga po, nabalitaan ko po yung plea bargain, at hindi po ako nakakatulog. Sabi ko, grabe naman to, matapos kong isubmit yung report, matapos kong mag-appear sa mga hearings sa Sandigan Bayan, even if I'm no longer an auditor, ay bigla sila mag-e-enter into a plea bargain. You know, I just wanted to share the experience, if only to share with you how I bank on with my being a citizen and at the same time trying to reach out for a deeper level of spirituality so I can give something more for the country. It was the most difficult period because I have just joined formally as a fixed-term employee of the Asian Development Bank. Before, consultant lang po ako. Pero August 2010, nag-fixed-term employee po ako. Remember, December 2010, magre-resign ako. And I have to tell my children, anak, isusoli na natin yung ating ID. At ang aking mong asawa, nagkakwento pa sa akin, Heights, hindi pa ako nakakapagpalaser ng mata. Ano ba ito? But it was most difficult. I know exactly I could not talk if I would not resign. But resigning is not a better or an easy alternative. You know why? Because even after 22 years in government, I wasn't able to build a house or to buy a house. O diba? Nakabili lang ako ng bahay August 2010. So nakapag-file ako ng bank loan. And yet December 2010, magre-resign ako. And I'm already 48 years old. That means to say, wala nang kukuha sa akin sa trabaho. It was most difficult. So kailangan ko magdasal ng gusto for the sake of sanity. And in my prayer, nagkaroon po ako ng plea bargain. Lord, sana ho, papanalunin mo po ako sa loto. Alam ko po ba na ako pala ay magiging witness kanina, di ba? Doon sa kanilang loto at marami pang iba. Ang aking pong deal, pag nanalo po ako sa loto, papayag po ako, ibibigay ko po yung report sa Senado, pagkatapos lilipad kami ng mga anak ko together with my family. That's not selfish, right? That's practical. That's reasonable for every mom, right? So I said, I'll give the report, I'll bring all my children, and we will fly to the US, no? Araw-araw po ako nagsisimba. At bawat readings po ay aking tinatandaan. Yun po ang aking itinataya. So pag sinabi po Mark chapter 5, verse 8 to 13, ay talaga po namang isusulat ko at tatayaan ko po. 5, 8, 13, irarambol ko pa po yun. 8 plus 5, 13 plus 13, 26, and 5 plus 8, whatever. No? Awa po ng Diyos. Buong Disyembre, magkakalagitnaan na ng Disyembre, hindi pa rin po ako nanalo. That was the 700 million na lotto draw. So, nung hindi pa po ako nanalo, na-realize ko, teka, kahit po yung scratch it, pinatulang ko, no, yung 50 pesos, talagang hopeless akong manalo, no, die hard ako na mananalo ako. Nung hindi na po ako nanalo, at na-realize ko po na mukhang libo-libo na rin ang ginagastos na katatay ako sa lotto. Sabi ko po, siguro, I have to accept, hindi pwedeng pangarap ng malinis na pamahalaan na wala kang iaambag. And then I said, Okay, Lord, I agree. But then do not give me any more time, any split because pag binigyan mo pa ako ng kahit konting panahon na mag-isip, hindi na ako papayag. So ang ginawa ko po, nag-type na ako ng resignation ko, December 21. Pampasko, And saka po ako umuwi sa bahay. Saka ko po kinausap yung asawa ko at sinabi kong, I resign. You know, many of you, there are many men in this room. How would you feel? Diba? Parehas ba kayo ng feeling ng asawa ko? Ang hirap sa'yo, matigas ang ulo mo eh. Sino ba ang nagpapantalon, diba? So talagang isusumpa niyo yung babaeng katulad ko na wala na daw po akong ginawa kundi mag-isip tungkol sa katiwalian at maghanap ng paraan kung paano ito labanan. Mula umaga hanggang gabi, din daw ang aming pinag-uusapan. Kaya talagang panis na daw siya sa akin pag ako ang kaharap niya. And then this time, nag-resign pa, And he kept on telling me, there are 3 kids, there are 3 lives na nasa gitna natin. And you just fail to think about them. Hindi naman po ako makasalita dahil alam ko kung ako'y may kasalanan. Until after, siguro kailangan, humanap ka ng buwelo. Ganyan ang strategy ng mga misis, di ba? Huwag kang pahuhuli na talo ka. Kailangan hahanap ka ng counter strategy. You'll find out what is the weakness of your husband. And, di ba, parang supply management din yan eh. What is the weakest link? And whichever is the weakest link, you attack the weakest link, right? That's a good strategy. So I said, Roy, in the early 80s, you left your family, right? Oo. Kasi naman lahat ng kabataan nung namugdo. Kaya nga eh. Di ba yung nanay mo, umiiyak, hinahanap ka, tumigil ka sa pag-aaral? Oo naman. Sabi ko, karma mo ako. Ako yung karma mo. And he was all the more angry. And sabi niya, anong karma? Karma ka dyan. Karma ka lang? Noon, single ako. Ngayon, we are married. We are a family and there are 3 kids. And I told them, pero you're only thinking of the 3 kids. What about the more than 90 million Filipinos who deserve to know? Pero hindi ko pa rin muna bola, talagang hindi ako kinakausap. And so, kunyari, nagbait-baitan ka kasi may kasalanan ka, konting luto, konting hugas ng plato, para kunyari masipag sa bahay. So, after some few days, lumabas na po si George Rabusa. Nung nanonood na ho yung anak ko kay George, sabi po nila, Ma'am, nakaka-touch naman. May sakit siya, pero tumutulong siya sa bayan. Tapos sabi ko, bakit anak? Ang nanay niyo hindi. Sabi po niya, hindi ko nakasalita yung anak ko. Tapos, doon po nagsalita yung husband ko. Sabi po niya, not everyone is given the chance to tell their truth. In fact, marami, bago makapagsalita ng kanilang katotohanan, ay nawala ng buhay. Your mom must be lucky. She's not only given the chance to tell the truth, but also, she's given the limelight. Di ho ba, hinahabol ako ng GMA7, ABS-CBN, at ang lahat-lahat na kasama na ang tik-tik. Di ho ba? So, in that case, I was surprised because my husband told my children, from now on, we will go to the Congress and the Senate, and this is now a family decision. Nobody will blame mom. Nobody will say that this is because of what you did. Akala ko po yun na yun. Sometimes in supply management, you look at it, you sit a bit and then try to relax and then you find out, okay na ba to? Is the systems working? Parang gano'n na. And then you got the assurance na mukhang okay na. Until after you have it running, biglang makikita mo, uy, may breakdown pala. Ganun din po ang nangyari sa buhay namin. Marami pong threats, maraming pressures, and I have to be separated from my family. And in the midst of the separation, ang hirap. Kasi yung anak mo, kahiwalay mo, yung asawa mo, kahiwalay mo rin. And you couldn't get in touch with them by text kasi sinasabi, madali daw matrace, and I have to cut my messages because it's dawning on my children. And I think it is then that gusto ko na lang bumalik sa Kongreso at sabihin ko, hello, Your Honor, nagsinungaling po ako. Kasi po, napakahirap. And then I realized, sabi ko, ano ba yung hindi mo kayang ibigay bilang isang nanay? Palagay ko, mas mahirap po sigurong ibigay. Mas madaling maintindihan kung nanay ka, na kaya mong ibigay yung buhay mo for the sake of your children. I think no one will argue with me in this room, di ba? Lahat ng mami dito, when it comes to your children, ibibigay mo lahat, di ba? Sabi po sa commercial, di ba? Gagawin mo yung lahat. And I think fighting corruption is like that. Good governance is like that. Ang paglaban sa katiwalian ay katulad ng pagiging isang ina. Walang pwedeng mapagod, walang pwedeng magpahinga. And this is exactly the lesson that I am learning by this time. Yesterday, I was in the Senate at 8 o'clock. After the hearing, I have to go back to the office. I left the office past 8 and reached the home at 10 o'clock, only to attend to a lot of emails and a lot of private messages. And this is how exactly we're running the government right now. What is the message? I am not exactly dreaming that I will be able to solve all types of corruption. It is impossible. In fact, I am even saying fighting corruption is not humanly possible. You know why? Because there are no incentives. There are no incentives. On the other hand, there are lots of sources to get hopeless, to be hopeless, right? Before I entered the government, meron pa po akong mga ilang property na napundar out of my consultancy. Kinikwento ko nga kay Ricky kasi nalungkot ako, nakita ko yung taga-Ayala Land. Naalala ko po ang mga panahon na nag-i-invest ka sa mga pre-selling na units, di ba? You know, it was indeed very sad that I have to return some of them because I don't know if I can continue the amortization because I am only getting 56,000 a month. And if my previous amortization is 75,000 a month, definitely there will be nothing left for food and nothing left for my own maintenance, right? So I have to give up the unit that I got. And actually, the unit was just turned over to me by Serendra last December 10. I have to give it back before I enter the government. Before I had 2 cars, now I only have 1 car because I couldn't shoulder the cost of gasoline, no? I'm not appealing for financial help or whatever. What I'm telling is as simple as there is no incentive.